Shalawam, shalawam, all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Bahasham, Racha, Kwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone, and salutations to all you sincere Akim. This isn't going to be a very long one, but I'm just going to try and go into this, because it's now I was just meditating on as I was doing my previous video the abstractness of this truth. Okay, and we have the word abstract queued up right here, right? Because, and let me start off by getting this precept, just to make everything clear. Okay, this is the book of Second Corinthians. Put out to chime on that. But this is the book of Second Corinthians 4, verse 18, and it reads, "While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal." Okay, and this truth is basically something that is abstract. In other words, let's get the definition before we get to the etymology. So we'll start from here. Definition of the word abstract. Abstract. So this is right here. Oh, wow. So okay, I get a little excited and it's getting difficult for me to type. You know. Anyway, here it is. Abstract, and it is an abridgment or summary of a long, and that's not what we're looking for. So something that's not what I'm looking for either. That's the thing that we're looking for. So I'm trying to find the good definition. Okay, here it is. Abstract, derived, extracted. And the second definition, drawn away, which is basically the etymology of the word, because the word abstract means to draw away. Okay, draw away, removed from, apart from, separate, not concrete, conceptual, ideal, difficult to understand. Okay, and basically when you talk about this truth being abstract, we're talking about it being separate, being drawn out of the physical, the carnal. That's what I'm going to go into, and also it being, they're not having this corporal carnal form, okay, not a physical form that people can see, something that you can see or touch, but rather this truth is basically, there's something like an idea, because the truth is 100% spiritual, okay, and that's why these other nations, these heathen, and most especially you Edomites, okay, can't get it because you're not spiritual people, all right? Because these, I don't really want to say go into this because now these Negro spiritual jakes get, who are connected to the universe, through our hair and through our pineal adrenochrome. Jake really gets wild when he's talking about, when you start going into spirituality. But yeah, for the most part, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, okay, the elect of the nation of Israel that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, we are a spiritual people, and we are far more spiritual than the rest of the heathen and these people out here. And that's why our people can get this truth. And it's not, a special quality of our people, but it's because of through the grace, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, that we're able to get this truth. And this truth is abstract, okay, because it's not a physical or tangible thing, all right, but it's something that is just like an idea, okay, in the spirit. And this is the etymology for the word abstract, and it's going into the exact same thing, drawn away, to draw away from, okay. And this truth is basically drawing you away from carnality, away from the physical aspects of this world, okay, especially in these times that we are living in, because carnality in and of itself is not a bad thing, okay. But because of focusing wholly, okay, focusing fully on the carnal, especially when you're not that kind of person, okay, focusing on the things of this world, okay, only the things that you can see and not the unseen things. In other words, the spiritual aspects of this world, okay, that's when it starts to become a negative thing, and especially now in this world in which all forms of carnality, okay, are being pushed by none other than the madman himself, okay, the red man himself, and that's why you have to draw yourself away from this world, draw yourself away from the ways of this world, which is that carnality, all right, because in the kingdom, okay, carnality will be done in righteousness, in pureness, okay, but not now in this society. You have all the time to be as carnal as you want in the kingdom. And when I'm saying carnal, I just mean, being the physical and not going after, the carnal in the sense of this world right now, which is all the lusts of the flesh, okay. That's not what we're doing right now because in the kingdom we'll have all the loss of the flesh in righteousness, riches, women, sex, that kind of thing. Okay. And it will all be done righteously. All right. Well, anyway, continuing on, right? So because we deal in the spiritual where all these hidden things, right, are being revealed. Okay, all the things that aren't seen, aren't able to be grasped by normal physical, by normal physical concept, by things like physics, okay, that do not have any physics to them, that don't have any physical concept or anything like that. I don't know if I'm explaining this properly. But yeah, we deal in the spiritual where the hidden things are revealed, where the things that are unseen, all right, which is going into the aspects of this truth because you realize that a lot of things that are in this truth are abstract, and it's only recently they started coming out and manifesting. I don't want to use that word manifesting, but it's starting manifesting in the physical as well, okay? Going into the prophecies, right? Because, Jake back then, they couldn't see the MOTB being what it is, okay? They couldn't see WW3 happening, right? The WrestleMania out here with these nations, they couldn't see all these things happening. But now it's getting clearer and clearer day by day, The coming of our Lord Yahushua is even more apparent because before you had Jake out here like UFOs don't exist, nuclear missiles don't exist, basically anything that had to do with prophecy doesn't exist, okay? But now it's getting to be more and more apparent that all these things can and will happen, okay? It's no longer a matter of if, ands, or maybes, but rather it's a matter of when. And, when it happens, how prepared are you for it when it happens, okay? So, yeah, wisdom, prophecies, wisdom, knowledge, understanding, faith, truth, righteousness, okay? These aren't things you can touch, feel, or anything like that. But these are qualities that pertain, okay, to a man that can be saved. Okay, these are the qualities that you have to have in order to be delivered. Right, the things that are unseen. Those are the how they say it, the intangibles. Right, yeah, I'm talking about when you're talking about things that an athlete or somebody needs to have that makes you special, those intangibles, hard work, okay, the strong fundamentals, all right. You can go into this truth as well because all these analogies can be applied into this truth, okay. When you put in the work, right, give diligence, if you're calling an election, sure, when you have a strong foundation, that foundation being in Yahweh Shai, okay, and being in the scriptures as well because that is our foundation. When you start off, as the scripture says, when you start off as babes, drinking the milk and then moving on to stronger meat, right? The unseen qualities that you have in this truth, the intangibles that you have in this truth that build you up as a man of the Lord, okay? And because these things don't have a physical form, they can't be corrupted. And because these things don't have a physical form, once again, they can't be understood. They can't be, understood by these devils, okay, and these hidden out here. But because we have the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua working in us, we can actually understand and see these things. So you can see wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Jake, you that are in this truth, you can actually see it, okay? Because I believe that's wisdom is. I think the scripture says something like that. That like wisdom is gray hairs for a man or something like that. Let me get that. I think that's how it goes. Wisdom is gray hairs. I've forgotten how that precept goes. So I forgotten how that precept goes. So like yeah, might not if Lord willing, the spirit is on me, I'll be able to bring it out. So yeah, wisdom is like the gray hairs. I think that's how it goes. I don't know the spelling that they use. Gray. Oh, yeah, it is. So this is a book of Wisdom of Solomon 4 and verse 9, and it reads, "But wisdom is the grey hair unto men, and an unspotted life is old age." That's basically it, okay? Because when you come into the truth, you can see the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding literally, and emanating, okay, shining out from men, from the apostles, from the elders, from men that are in this truth. You can see the faith, you can see the sincerity, okay? You can see all these abstract things that don't have any physical form, okay? And you can see wickedness as well. You can see the demonic energy out here in the people that are in the world, and your eyes become open to a new reality, all right? That's what you see all the time in these movies. Or people that can see ghosts, people that can see spirits. Well, guess what? We that are in this street, you can see spirits as well, man. You can see it all the time on these people. You could see spirit of truth on the men of the Lord, on the men of the that are on the highways and byways doing this work. And you brothers know what I'm talking about. And you can see the demons as well and the people out here in the world. Okay, so all these abstract things become revealed unto you. All these hidden things, become revealed unto you. And now, because you have this truth, because you have this word, nothing is hidden from you anymore. Okay, that's you know the, so anyway, continuing on, I think I'm going to have to end it right. I didn't really want to go into this too long, but yeah, you see, what's but yeah, you see all the concepts and all the ideas that are. Yeah, so with that, let me just end it right there. All praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Racha, Kwadash, Wa Abad Babal, Shalawam.